Hello, everyone. I have two more dreams that I remembered from a few years ago. Um, this first dream, which is I keep getting my numbers mixed up even on my videos. I believe this one is number 12. And this one was just around the same time, within a month or so, of the dream that I had about New York City being on fire and the people that we were feeding, and people just looking to find somewhere to huddle and rest. Anyway, that's dream number 4, I believe. So, anyways, um, let's see. Let me find where I need to go. In this dream, I dreamt that I woke up in my bedroom and that I came out in my hallway. That's a small little Dutch colonial, so it's really small, tiny. We're talking small footprint, not even 900 square feet house. Okay, anyway. So I came out in my hallway and I heard people down in my kitchen. I'm like, who's in my kitchen? I come down the steps and there are people on my kitchen floor. This is before my kitchen was even redone by my husband. They were on my floor. It looked like they had set up their own bedding on the floor, pillows, blankets, and there were at least 3 or 4 between my refrigerator and my sink, like the size of a queen size bed. Maybe they were sleeping on my floor. So there was just enough room to walk past them at their feet. And one of the people says, "Would you like coffee?" I'm like, yeah, it's my house. Yeah, coffee's good. I like coffee in the morning. Turn to my right, and there's my grandson sleeping on my kitchen table, and his sister was sleeping on the floor in a sleeping bag. My little granddaughter Sophia was sleeping on the floor in front of my back door and the wood burning stove that we have in the kitchen. So she's sleeping in a sleeping bag up there. I was like all excited. I gave them hugs. I was so happy to see them. And then I turned and I looked out my back sliding glass door and I saw a tent in my backyard. I'm like, wow, where do all these people come from? Like, what is this? I turn around, I come out to my living room, and there is another grandson and a couple other people sleeping in my living room. My grandson sleeping below my TV on the floor in the living room, and then my whole couch is completely covered with people. And trust me, my couch could hold, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 people sleeping. One little person and maybe three adults could sleep on this. And then, of course, my grandkids are getting big. They're like over 6 feet tall already. They're bigger than me. So anyway, I'm getting ready to go to the bathroom, and I hear a knock at my door, and I go and everybody's like, "Don't answer that door." And I'm like, I'm looking out, and I'm like, there's a couple people on my front porch. I open my door, and they're like asking for help. And I'm like, I don't know what to do for you. And one of the people, she was wearing like a business suit, like a woman would have if she was in business in New York, stock market, or one of the office buildings where it was a matching suit set, like jacket and skirt. And it was like tan and brown, like brown stripes. It was like plaid, but it wasn't that notice. It was like different shades of tan and brown. That's the only colors I remember seeing. And then I looked down at her feet, and she had one shoe missing. She had one heel on, and her pantyhose were all ripped. Her hair, you could tell she had beautiful hair, big, full, bushy, dirty blonde hair. It was beautiful, but it was a mess. And she was kind of covered with soot. And she's like, oh, anything you can do to help, please, anything. And I turned to the people in the house and I said, can you get this girl a cup of coffee and something to eat? And I hear somebody whisper, well, whose share is that coming out of? And I said, mine. And they're like, oh, well, what are you going to do for food then? I said, that's fine. I'll survive. I got lots of that, whatever. And they're like, oh, no, you shouldn't do that. And I said, to them, God sees everything that we do. And I turned around and I gave her, it looked like, like a roll, maybe with, I don't know what was on the roll. Somebody gave it to me from the kitchen, and the cup of coffee, and I gave it to the girl on the front porch. And she was so grateful. And I said, I hope, you find your way. And they were all yelling at me. They're like, once you give a stray animal food, they come back. And I'm like, no, this is not right. You don't do that to somebody who's desperate for anything. And, for me, I know in my heart that God sees it all. So, anyways, okay, so that's dream number 12 when I woke up. This one is a dream that I had just last year. I don't know, October, November. I still can't find my dream book. I'm still looking, trust me. We're slight hoarders. So if I can find it, trust me, it'll be a miracle if I can find it. Because my daughter picks on me that I'm a hoarder. I'm not that bad as some people, but we've got a lot of. My husband, he doesn't like to throw anything away either. All right, so that out of the way. All right, this is dream number 13. I remember in this dream that I was walking like a pathway, like when you go hiking through the woods kind of thing. And I remember having a backpack on my back, and I remember walking, slowly through the woods. And then I came out of the woods onto a bigger pathway, and I was moving, feeling like I was being pushed from behind, but there was nothing behind me, like I needed to get somewhere. So I'm kind of moving faster, just in the dream, because I can't do this in real life. So I get to this plateau, and I'm trying to see if I can find a taxi, because I saw a whole bunch of taxis. They went down the hill, and I couldn't find a taxi. I'm like looking around. I went from one store into another. Finally, I get to the end of the town. There's this little store, and she says, I have a guy. He's willing to take you down the mountain. And I'm like, okay. And she says, he'll be right outside. So I remembered handing her something. I don't know if it was money, cash, whatever. I have no clue. Could have been a credit card. I don't remember. But I do remember coming out the door, and there's this big guy on a 2-seater bike. I'm like, this is not a taxi. Turn around. I said, you sure? She goes, he's the only one willing to take you. I said, yeah, my big bum. Nobody wants to take my big bum. They're too scared. They couldn't handle taking my 200 and some pound big bum down the hill because it might hurt. So So anyway, she says to me, she says, he'll take you. So I go over, and he kind of looked like Captain America, but with long hair. And he says, don't worry, lady, I'd take you. And kind of more Russian sounding than I can do. But he kind of looked German, I'm not sure. Whatever. Anyways, so I get on the bike, and we come out like to this ledge. And I'm like, what are you doing? He says, hold on. This is going to be a ride. And suddenly, whoom, and we go down, and he's coming down these paths, and we're turning like almost like in like a roller coaster, or when you're racing in like France and stuff, when you're doing the drives where you just keep going, turning and moving, and you're going like this, and you're turning, and it was, I hate roller coasters. I did not like this ride. And he's like, I said, hold on, slow down. He goes, no, we can't. We have to get to the finish line. We have to get to the finish line. I'm like, what finish line? What race are we in? What are you doing? He said, we have to get there. We have to get there. Just hold on. And I'm seeing like branches coming at me, and I'm ducking, and there's like people jumping out in front of him, and he's pushing them out of the way. And I don't know how, but that's what's going on in this dream. And I'm just, one of them, like, you know, in the downhill snow, when they go down on the single sleds, where they go up on that turn, that's one of the turns went like that. I was like, where am I? Norway? Sweden? Up in the mountains somewhere? I don't even know where I'm at. All I remember is him telling me, hold on. Don't worry, he's got everything under control. And then we're coming down into the city. We're flying. He is flying. I don't even know how fast we were going. I mean, we were flying. And then I look down at the ground, and I see finish across the ground in the middle of the city. And we go flying across the finish line. And he turns to me and he says, see, I told you I'd keep you safe. I took care of everything. No problem. I was like, I was in shock. I woke up. I was actually out of breath when I woke up. I was like, what was that? That was I hate roller coasters. And I really, really prayed about this. And I mean, this one just was weird for me. And God knows, I think he had to do something like this to shock me. I don't know. All I know is that I felt like there's like we all feel like we're walking a path that God has called us to go, and we're all like coming to that one road where we're all coming out, and we're all kind of feeling like we're at a plateau. At least I do anyway. I don't know, maybe I'm still waiting for the guy with the bike. I don't know. I'm still sitting here. I just know that what this felt like was, like I said, I prayed, and I felt like the Lord was saying that, get ready. You're no longer going to be at this plateau. This is going to be a ride. And things are going to dip and turn and move, and it's going to happen quickly. And we have to trust the guy in the front of the bike that's actually driving your life. That Captain America was Jesus. He was in control. He was fighting the battles. He was helping us to get through and down to that finish line when he finally comes to get his bride. That's what I got. I don't know what you'll get. That's between you and God. But that's what I got, that God is in control. He's the one who's, going to bring us to our finish line. So, anyway, that's that. So, anyway, I see a lot of people are coming up with videos. And that was one of the reasons I wanted to put my videos out there, is that I've told a lot of different people about my dream, and weirdly they show up on the internet as if, I don't know, maybe God's given other people similar dreams. I'm not sure, because I've never heard anybody have the dreams I've had. And except my brother Mark has had a few dreams that were very detailed. I don't know if it's maybe the way we were brought up, that we notice things. We're both artists, so my mom was an artist too, but we seem to notice things, weird details in a dream that nobody else would possibly pay attention to. I don't know. Colors, I've smelt things, but I've also had visions, and I don't know if I want to go into the visions that the Lord has given me. And I did post a video once on Periscope of something that the Lord had given me, and after I posted it, I had an electric bomb, and I know it was an electric bomb, come through and destroy my phone and shut down all the electric in my house. And my phone is not connected to the house. So I made somebody pretty angry with the video that I posted on Periscope. I deleted it because I didn't want to draw that much attention, and I'm not into this for the money or anything like that. None of this is, God takes care of me. I'm not worried. But anyway, so those are the dreams. So if I get any more, I remember any more, I'll let you know. I'll post them. Just keep praying to the Lord for his guidance. Be in his word. Fill your oil lamps. Be good little servants. That's all I can say. You got to keep filling that oil, his word in your heart. And I think I even said in one of my other videos, I listen to YouTube videos of the Bible. And read your word, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to be dragging this one on forever. I'm going to shut up now. Otherwise, I'll talk your ear off all night long. And this will be a 5-hour video instead of not even 20 minutes. So let's finish this up. All right. Mothers and fathers, love your children. Children, love your parents and listen to them. They love you. They care for you. God bless. All right. Bye.